Well, hello there, and welcome to another beautiful night for a adventure from the couch here on Tommy Travels the Second. And this could have been a night chat tonight, but I decided, Mondays are heavy enough and stressful enough already that we don't need to talk about a scary topic like UFOs or aliens and do that so early in the week. So tonight I thought, let's keep it with a really light conversation about something that no one's going to argue about, just something fun. So the topic that I thought of this morning when I realized, I haven't had a bowl of breakfast cereal in a long time. Got me to thinking about that topic, and that's what we are going to discuss tonight. Like, what was your favorite cereal from as a kid? And so, if you are brand new to this channel, go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on a thing. And I will see you right after this. The first thing I think about on the topic of cereal, it just brings me right back to being a kid, because I think that's when we consume the most of it, is when we're kids. And I remember my mom did a pretty good job of giving us a variety of cereals to eat from. Ones that were good for us, yet they weren't all the same. Like, the main staples in our house were Rice Krispies, Corn Flakes, Cheerios, and Wheaties. And this was back in the day as well, before there was a big war on sugar, basically. So we could have milk and cereal, and we'd add about a teaspoon of sugar into it, or maybe a little more. And so that was enough to get our day going, that is for sure. But, the thing about when you grow up, you have access to those cereals. Those don't become your favorite cereals. The ones that become your favorite cereals are ones that you don't have access to on a daily basis. And that, I think, is why Captain Crunch is so popular. When kids, have some control and can buy their own cereal, they start buying the Fruit Loops and Lucky Charms and Captain Crunch, the Cookie Jarvis, Cocoa Crisp, Fruity Pebbles, all the junk ones. And I think in college, that's probably when kids eat the most of that type of cereal, is probably in college. And then some parents will buy it for their kids as a treat as well. But generally, in our house at least, it was fairly healthy cereals all the way around. And then I remember when we would go visit our grandparents in Wisconsin, and they would get a different kind of cereal than Mom would get. That was Honey Nut Cheerios and Raisin Bran. And because those were different than what we were accustomed to, and they're good cereals, they were quite a treat for us. So we couldn't wait to get there, wake up in the morning and have a bowl of Raisin Bran or Honey Nut Cheerios, which gave a little bit more flavor than what the regular Cheerios did. And so that was always a fun time with Grandma and Grandpa over there. And my grandpa used to tease me because he'd get a bowl of Raisin Bran and I would have a bowl of Raisin Bran, and then he would eat all of his raisins first. And I was just a little tyke at this time, but then he would tease me and he'd kind of rummage through his little cereal bowl and say, "I don't have any raisins. You got a bunch of raisins." It's just a fun little quality time, a cereal memory that sticks with me. I don't think I'll ever forget it. And then I remember in my 20s, I went through a Captain Crunch kick, because we didn't get that very often at all as kids. And so they had regular Captain Crunch and peanut butter Captain Crunch, and I really liked the peanut butter, and had quite a few bowls of that until I started realizing, why does the roof of my mouth hurt? That cereal is sharp and it cuts the roof of your mouth. And once that happened and it started bringing me pain, I kind of lost interest in that cereal altogether. Oh, and Rice Chex. I forgot about that one. That's another one my parents would get. Rice Chex or Corn Chex. They would get them every once in a while as well to add to the mix. And I did like those cereals quite a bit as well. And they do go very well in a nuts and bolts recipe. That's what my parents call it. I'm not sure what everybody else calls it, but my parents call it nuts and bolts. It's with the pretzels and the cereals and the peanuts and all of that stuff. Or Chex Mix. That's another thing it's called by name in the store, but for some reason we call it nuts and bolts. And if you ever go on a search for the perfect cereal, you'll find that you'll be disappointed quite often. Ones that you think you're really gonna like turn out to be not so great after a little while. For example, Lucky Charms. Seems like a great cereal because it's got all the marshmallows and everything in it, plus regular cereal. The first few bites of that are really pretty good because the cereal is still crunchy, so are the marshmallows. They've got the flavor to them, but after they've been sitting in the milk for more than about 2 minutes, it just is kind of mushy and not so great of a taste. And that's the same thing with like Fruit Loops and Trix and those types of fruity cereals. Same deal. The first few bites, very good, but if it takes you longer than 5 minutes, let's say, to eat the bowl of cereal, by the end of it, not so great. It's just like eating a bunch of mush. And one question I have, when you eat a bowl of cereal, do you eat as much milk as you do cereal, so at the end you have no milk and no cereal? Or are you like me, where you eat more cereal so that you can drink the sugary milk at the end? That's what I do, because I love the taste of milk after a bowl of cereal. It's just got that great flavor to me. I'm surprised that they don't sell milk like that in the store. Milk that has been contaminated with cereals of all different kinds. This is Lucky Charms milk. Somebody could make $1 million with that idea, I think, because that type of milk is delicious. And now, as an adult, I could have any cereal that my heart desires. But I don't have cereal very often. My search for the perfect cereal has not gone well, apparently. But if I do get cereal, I get Golden Grahams usually. Golden Grahams is more of an adult cereal, at least, you know, when you buy it, the cashier doesn't look at you like, what are you, 12? Golden Grahams, it's got a sweet taste, but it's a good cereal and it doesn't get soggy too quickly. And so I guess if I had to pick a favorite cereal right now, I would say Golden Grahams. But if I had to pick the perfect cereal, guess where it goes back to? Right when I was a kid, Cheerios. Why? Because if you take a regular bowl of Cheerios and some milk and add some strawberries, there is nothing better than that milk at the end. That strawberry milk you wind up with, absolutely. So to me, Cheerios and strawberries, that is the perfect morning cereal. In fact, I should probably hook myself up with that sometime very soon here. I think I've mentioned most of the popular cereals from back when I was a kid. So if you know of some that I've missed, or there's one that you particularly liked, and you found it to be your perfect cereal, let me know in the comments below. I'd be interested to find out what the perfect cereal is. For me, it's that Cheerios with strawberries in it. For you, it's probably something else. So what is that something else? Well, you guys, this has been another successful adventure from the couch. We just kept it lighthearted here, talking about some cereals, and I think I found the perfect cereal. Cheerios with strawberries. And so, if you guys liked what you saw here today, go ahead and hit like on my YouTube channel. While you're at it, go ahead and hit subscribe and the little bell notification next to it so you can be the first to know when a new adventure comes out. And thank you guys so much for the support that you've given me so far. And until next time, I hope to catch you on the flip side.